Good morning. Yeah, now that I've got that sorted, I accidentally started with the 24th as the dates in the posts. So if you're on something that says the 24th, that's the wrong one. I did immediately stop that broadcast and start this new one. So if you see me moving around and see my lips going, hopefully you can hear me. This is the right one that says the 25th. So, good morning, Ray. When here's two people who have cottoned on, and three people. Good morning, Kat. I am well, thank you. And good morning, Renna. Lovely to see you here as well. Ray Wen. Yeah, good morning. Which page are you on? Because I did stop one to immediately start this one again because I corrected the date. I had left it at the 24th, and I thought, look, it's so hard to go back and edit every one. It was easier to just stop it there and continue. We're here for our daily Lenormand card spread reading. Oh, Darwin, that'd be warm compared to what it is here. It's freezing here. You're in here. I like that answer. That is wonderful. A very good answer. So you're in the Rosbandy page, I think. But that's all right because I can see you on my time. Look, it doesn't matter. We're here. We're going to go over to the cards. Tune into your senses, your intuition, your gut feeling as you're listening from spirit for for what is for you. Listening for what they're letting you know. And Julia, good morning to you as well. Right, it looks like we've got a bit of a glare from the nice light in my window. I'm going to have to do something, I think. It's a bit erratic, isn't it, sometimes? You can see the cards and sometimes you can't. Here we've got the Owl card. It's health is the greatest gift. Contentment is, oh, bloody hell. Health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth, faithfulness the best relationship. And here we go. Beautiful owls again. And once again, Sarah, thank you for the gift. Beautiful, beautiful. And that's a Buddhist Taoist teaching. So, and it is warm and humid up there. Yeah, I've got a friend who's going up in August. She's got family in that direction. She said it's 31 up in Darwin today. I'll get a bit of a not a running commentary of the weather, but I do get some updates on the weather in Darwin. And good morning, Sarah. Lovely to see you here. Good morning. And I've just read the owl card too, by the way. Did you see? You see which one it was, Sarah? Hopefully, you will have. It's this one. Health is the greatest gift. That one. Beautiful cards. Lovely, lovely, lovely cards. Now, here we've got the confirmation card that is from Leanne and Deb's deck, the Inner Soul Guidance Oracle. I've got to keep looking at it for the label of what the deck itself is called. So here we've got all the confirmations that you might need. So ask the desired questions, open your heart and receive the signs from above. And it is why I remind us all to open up our intuitive senses, our psychic abilities, whatever you want to call them. But that's what we need to be doing each and every morning. It's that awareness. It's turning it on almost. Yes. Yeah, it was beautiful. Yep, you did. Good. Thank you. Now, what we're doing is going to the cards. Now, some of you may notice there's some similarities to yesterday's. So we're just going to jump in and do this reading. Okay, we have got the heart in the home space. The letter is in the workspace. We've got ship in the unexpected. We've got ring as our role, and it's the birds in the outcome as our central energies for the day to day. And, you know, what it may complete with, okay? Or something that might work out through the day. Here we go with the heart. You thought that too, yeah. Cool. Now, here we go with the heart in the home space. Perfect place. I mean, the heart's perfect in any space and place that we're actually going to tap into, really using our heart center and that love for all things that we do, be it here in the home space, the workspace, in those unexpected moments that we can actually spend with different people or in different places too. yeah, the things that we haven't got planned. So with the home, it really is putting that emphasis more so on what is it that we love about our home, who in our home do we love. We have relationships with people, and sometimes even with family. We sometimes feel like we don't love them because that's what the human experience is about. It's actually not just about the attainment of love. It is experiencing all those emotions and the feelings we have and the interactions that we have that grows us into recognizing what our love for that person is, what our connection is with them, what we are learning from them, and what they're learning from us as well. It is a two-way street. It's why there's two swans there. It is relationship, it is connection with another. It doesn't have to be that in love feeling. It's more that it really is that unconditional love of what we've had over the last few days is the dog, that faithfulness, that loyalty, that being ready and able, willing to help out where we can, to play where we can, to be a companion, and friends. Even for those we are in love with in that amorous way and all the rest, we'd like to be friends with them too. It's just part of what the human nature is. We do become attracted to those of like mind and character and all the rest. So sometimes look outside the square too, or the box, or whatever, with what is possible in how we express our love, unconditional love in helping others, and who in our home we can be of more assistance to, or accept help from them too. Ask if you need to. It's that whole gamut of what is love. So really tap into that today. We're going to move over to our letter in the workspace. Well, writing all sorts of papers, legals, anything that's to do with what is the written word, whether it's emails and that these days. Not so much that we're putting pen to paper as such. Although I like to. I've got a set of pens here somewhere that fountain pens with the old-fashioned ink, Quink ink. I showed that the other day, I think, when I was doing a bit of alcohol ink painting, just playing around with that, having a go. Have a go at writing. If you feel that you need to actually word something in the more legal sense, go and get the legal advice that you need to, and the proper arrangements that you're needing to, and all that. If it's legal, something that's moving into that arena for you today. Otherwise, I do feel it is more that type of formal thing for our day to day in whatever we're looking at. Whether it's for me, sometimes I do proofreading, so it could be reading through and noting down what are edits required for a document and that type of thing, which I will be doing after I've had breakfast and a few things like that. Bring it into what is your experience, what's happening in your life through the day to day in your workspace. What we're doing in the unexpected, or what we're doing, what is happening in the unexpected is the ship. So it's being able to travel, move around, do what you need to, that's free as air almost. It's not the bird, as in a flying bird, but it's as close as far as a flying ship goes. It's the maneuverability, I feel, and being able to go with the wind wherever it needs. It could be a bit of a long journey, could be the holiday that you're planning once things ease off with all this corona and travels back again. Continue planning for that if it's what you're doing, and that might pop up as an unexpected opportunity that you can, let's choose this holiday compared to a different one that pops up. Um, and being able to actually shift your perspective if you need to for any purpose in the day. And that is dependent on what's happening around you at the time that you feel the energy of the ship pop in unexpectedly in your day. So be ready to shift perspective, shift your energies, steer differently, with whatever choices or actions you might need to make there. Okay. Here in our role is the ring, and that is to me, I'm feeling a recommitment to self. It's that this rings can be, excuse me, engagement, wedding, what you call them things, signet, any type of ring, dress rings. fake rings, real rings, anything like that as far as an actual ring goes, decorative, meaningful, and all that sort of thing. Good morning, Shaz. How are you? Lovely to see you here. I dare say you snuggled in bed for a little bit longer than I did. And we've got those that are precious rings, those that are just plain dress, plastic, glue, whatever things they make them out of, little stones. Can be the crystals that have healing energies in there as far as a stone goes, or anything. Diamonds, rubies. It's the no start, no finish type of thing. We had this one, I think, in yesterday's. Um, but I'm feeling for this morning, it is a recommitment. Even if you felt like you may have slipped up on something yesterday, recommit to yourself that it's going to, you'll keep continuing in what path, what goal you're wanting to pursue. So that's what I'm feeling like for this card today. So that your role really is to um, persevere and continue on that circle of what your contractor self is as such. So feel into that and spend a bit of time with giving yourself a pep talk, I suppose, might be it. Good morning, Kerry Ann. Lovely to see you here as well this morning. So that's what that's feeling like. And I feel that chatter, this here that is the birds, is that outcome. It is that inner chatter here as well. It's communication. Birds in the last week or two, I think the birds start to feel like it's coming up for spring, and they're doing what birds do naturally in that process for fertilizing their eggs, etc. So that by spring we've got little chicklets or birdlets or whatever they're called. Things in the nest, babies, eggs hatching, that sort of stuff. Um, they've been so chatty. There's been plenty of them, and they've been so chatty. So we're here. We are going to be communicating pretty well. Just have an awareness that some communication is worthy, some isn't, because it can be gossip. But have some worth around what you're saying to each other in the home space. Have some worth around what you're communicating via your pen and paper or your texts or legal documents and things like that. Have worthiness in how you're communicating with yourself too. Be kind, compassionate, gentle, and certainly when you are steering a ship of any type and you're changing direction, you're communicating with the vessel in which you're travelling to. So like a steering wheel of a car. You are communicating it with your hands on the wheel, turning it. So by the end of our day, we can really feel that now let's reflect and see what have I actually been communicating with those around me through the day, with even the things that I've been using through the day, as far as, with our text thingies, how we, all that sort of stuff. Um, so I'm feeling really, it is basing what we're doing from what we love, who we love around us, getting the work done as far as correctly, legal, for those things that need to be I's dotted, T's crossed type thing, have the right information or right advice around it. And certainly be ready to switch it around if you need to, as far as the direction perspective. The center of anything, it really is communication. As soon as we are two people with self and others, it really is a whoops an avenue. Now I've lost my train of thought because I was trying to find the button to bring it back to here. So it really is being true to self, honest with self and others. We need to start with ourselves and really look into why we are doing some things, how we understand why we're doing them, and working on that level of understanding ourselves, that we can be the best that we can be for others as well as ourselves, because we are learning and moving along in our lives, and we need to be really, it's the way that we do live our lives that does communicate that to others as well. So with that set of cards, have another perusal yourself of them. Spend a little bit of time just to gauge for yourself where it's at for you, which card is the one that stands out for you in your mind as you're looking at them again today. Oh, thank you, Sarah. And just step through your day one step at a time, and have that goal at the end of the day and whatever you need to be moving toward in your goals as well too. Now, there we've got that. If you need the more in-depth personalised readings, have a look in my shop part there for the variants of readings that I do. The Buy Me a Coffee. Some of those are a little shorter, cheaper because they're just quick little reads. They'll give you a bit of a summary on a question. Oh, thank you. That's a good one. Thank you for that feedback, Sandra. So I want you to be okay. Really, really want you to be okay. Today's story is coming through. And there is always a story for each and every one of us in that. Thank you for that, Sandra. Being able to understand that, take it with that heart as the base as well of whatever it is that you're bringing into your life, whatever you're putting out to universe as well. Okay, our thoughts do become our reality. So I'll leave it there. If you may notice, there's some cards similar yesterday to what is today's. I'm going to be putting it in my card reading group, just a little competition for that. So if you want to join that, just search Ros Boundy Psychic Medium card reading group or something like that and ask to join if you'd like to. It's mainly Lenormand deck focused, so you can do that as well. And otherwise, the other thing I needed to mention too is I'm not sure if I'm going to be back in time from a sound meditation this evening to be able to do the Friday's intuitive chat. I did mention it last time when I did this that it may be that this will be a monthly thing. So I don't know. That is at 7 o'clock in Strathalbyn. You can contact Sharon Bremner there for that one or look at her Body Sense by Shaz page. Is it Shaz? And there's still opportunity to go along for that tonight. I think that's at 7. I mentioned that, didn't I? So I think that's all I need to be saying about that. So by the time I sort of get that organised, get unloaded and unloaded, get all that sort of organising stuff, I think I'll miss my time slot for being on the Friday's Intuitive Chat. So apologies if you will miss it. I may be later and just do it as an ad hoc. And if Leanne can pop in, she may be able to. If she can't, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that tonight, but it may not be 8:30. Okay. Thank you very much for being here for this morning's general card spread reading for those who um, aren't aware of it that are watching without commenting. And certainly that and that if you need. And I'll see you tomorrow morning around the 8 o'clock. Thank you for being here. Bye for now. Um, and